You're listening to Soap Dirt, the latest in television entertainment news.
Hey there, Young and the Restless fans. It's Belinda from Soap Dirt, and I've got your Young and the Restless predictions for the next week and beyond. I've got some predictions about Victor and Sally, about Ashley's big wedding day, about how Diane might secretly be targeting Phyllis, more Abbott drama, and some Audra and Kyle speculation. All right, let's dig into all of this. So my first prediction, and this obviously wouldn't play out within the next week, but maybe, by the end of summer, is that Ashley's marriage to Tucker is going to last about 5 minutes before he cheats. Maybe it'll be Phyllis, maybe it'd be Audra. Could be anyone. It could be someone random. It could be that girl in the green dress at the Grand Phoenix. We haven't seen the Grand Phoenix in a long time. Did they tear that set down? So a bored Tucker is a cheating Tucker. And the bottom line is he just wants Ashley's attention, and he wants a lot of it. He's like a big, emotionally needy, horny toddler who can't stop touching things or women. Remember that weird stuff where he was like sniffing Audra's jacket? He's so weird. I just love Trevor St John. But Tucker has never been faithful before. And he doesn't seem like a changed man at all to me. I mean, it's a different actor. Other than that, same old Tucker in a lot of ways. And I definitely think Ashley is going to wind up getting a big fat case of karma by, indulging this whole thing and getting married to him to start with when she knows better. Everybody knows better. She's got blinders on because she's being hateful about Jack and Diane. And that's what it's all about. And I don't think it's going to last very long before Tucker is out doing Tucker things, which is him doing other people. Hey, if you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our Y&R updates. If you click the bell by subscribe, you'll get an alert, a little notification when there's a new video ready for you to watch. All right, our second prediction is that Victor's going to wind up liking Sally, even though he doesn't want to. So right now, in this coming week, and this is based on official spoiler, Victor wants Sally under his thumb and very visible where he can see her, probably so he can corral his sons away from her, making sure no one sperminates and impregnates her again. So he makes this job offer to her, and the conversation comes when he brings up about how he was trying to invest in her company if she'd leave the baby behind, basically buying her baby. He claims it was a test. She seems to believe what he's saying. Nick doesn't believe a word of this. He's present for this conversation, and he's just like, what? No. But Sally is just eating it up with 2 spoons, everything that Victor says. She didn't have a great dad. She's clearly got daddy issues. That's probably why she was trying to date Jack. Nick's a lot older than her. Victor, she's got daddy issues. She wants male approval. And Nick definitely sees that his dad is manipulating Sally, but she doesn't. He makes this job offer to run Newman Design, but she has to be exclusive to Newman. She's got to work out of Newman Tower. And, I'm sure she's going to talk to Nick and he's going to say, don't do it. If she talks to Adam, he's going to say, don't do it. I do think she's going to do it. I think she's going to do it because she really wants Victor to like her, and he's asked her to do this thing. He's made this offer. And I do think that if he is up there seeing Sally every day, Victor is going to see her all the time. He's going to see how hardworking she is, how bright she is. And I think he's going to see how much they have in common. And I think she's going to grow on him. I don't think any romantic sort of way, but some grudging respect. I think he might actually wind up liking her and deciding it wouldn't be the worst thing if she was with one of his sons. All right. The other prediction, our third prediction that I'm wondering about, is whether Diane is the one who got a hold of Carson and has made him disappear. So you're going to find out on Monday that while Phyllis thought she had a lock on her case because Tucker had found Carson the EMT, and even though he's blackmailing her, he says, he paid the guy to say what he wants, and what he's saying right now is that it was self-defense. He's basically lying and saying that he witnessed the altercation between Phyllis and Stark that led to his death. But then right after Phyllis talked to Heather and, she told him that that he is a legit witness and that he should probably be in protective custody. She mentioned that Tucker was blackmailing her. Tucker, it looks like, probably overheard some of this because he's lurking around behind some foliage in the GCAC lounge. Carson is the key to her freedom. And then all of a sudden, Phyllis is going to find out on Monday that the guy is gone and she's going to panic. So Tucker taking the guy off the chessboard feels like what's most likely, because if he did in fact overhear what she was saying to Heather, he can approach Phyllis and go, look, I heard you. I heard this bull crap. I heard you trying to get him into protective custody so that you could remove my leverage over you, and I'm not having it. And so maybe he has absconded with Carson to give a good scare to her. However, I think it'd be really great if it wasn't Tucker and it was actually Diane. Because the other day, Diane ran into Phyllis at the GCAC while Tucker was sitting there. She was very nice to Phyllis's face, saying, oh, I know that Stark victimized us both. Tucker got really mad that they were actually playing nice and being civil to each other. So I think it would be really interesting if Diane was being nice to Phyllis's face, but if she's the one who paid him to disappear because she wants Phyllis to spend some time in jail, just like Phyllis wanted Diane to spend time in jail. So my knee jerk is it's Tucker, but my fervent wish is that it's Diane, because she does tell Jack next week, I have a plan. All right. Our fourth prediction is that the Abbotts, all the other Abbotts, are going to confront Jack and Ashley and demand that they just freaking chill. Jack and Ashley are ripping the family apart. Ashley's trying to ruin Jabot under the excuse that Jack's already ruined it by letting Diane work there. I mean, come on. Jack wouldn't let Diane resign when she offered to, and he wants to shove Diane in Ashley's face. She's trying to shove Tucker in Jack's face. They're being juvenile, they're being dramatic, they're being very extra, and the rest of the family is sick and tired of it. Things are bad when Billy Abbott is the voice of reason. So will Billy and Tracy and Abby and Kyle all confront Jack and Ashley and say, look, y'all need to make peace, or we are going to go to the board and tell them to remove you both. And we are going to pack you both out of the mansion and your partners. Y'all need to fix this crap, or you're going to be in an Abbott family timeout. I think that would be great. If the rest of the Abbotts go completely scorched earth against Jack and Ashley, it would force them to play nice, like brothers and sisters should. So I think this would be fun. I don't know if it's going to go that way. Of course, as a reminder, these are predictions, not spoilers. While I do base these on spoilers that we know about, that we've reported, these are predictions. I'm try to be clear. There's some people coming in the comments, that spoiler's not true. Not a spoiler. All right. I tell you what's a spoiler, and I'm very clear because I'm not going to mislead the fans. Not going to do it. I want everybody to know what's happening. All right. Our fifth prediction, our final prediction, is that Audra is going to trap Kyle, maybe. If you haven't already, please reach down, click subscribe so you don't miss any of our Y&R updates. If you're enjoying these predictions, we'd love it if you click a like. All right, let's talk about Audra and Kyle. Right now, Kyle's very mad at Summer. He's rebounding with Audra for this hot revenge sex thing, but things eventually are going to cool off, right? And Kyle might regret calling off his marriage, but he may be in so deep with Audra by then that it's hard to get loose. Next week, Summer tries to warn him about Audra, remind him what she did to her brother Noah. Kyle, I don't think is going to listen, but once the new car smell wears off of this thing with Audra, and his anger at Summer chills out, he may want out of this thing. But by then, Audra's in his bed. She gave him a job. And if she senses him waffling or having second thoughts, what could she do to trap him? Could she fake pregnancy? Could she get pregnant for real? There is no telling what that woman would do, right?
Thank you for being a loyal listener. Follow us wherever you get your podcast, because you don't want to miss the next episode. Soap Dirt is on all the major podcast platforms, including Apple Podcast, Spotify, iHeartRadio, and more.